Okay, to get started with building your glass board, you need these items here. You need to purchase a acrylic glass. This can be really any size that you can fit in front of you, like I have. You need the LED strip light, then that goes around your glass. You need a neon marker like this. I got Expo neon marker. This would illuminate your writing on the board. And you need a black curtain behind you. As you can see, my background is black. And for the program that you need the OBS. That is free, the open source broadcast system that you can download it for free. I'm gonna add some of the useful links to get a little bit more information about how to install and use OBS, and like how I'm writing the image here, how I overlay the image on my board, and all that can be found right at the description below. And there are other people actually explain this in more detail, which I send a reference down there for you. It would be a good idea to perhaps subscribe to their channel to support them as well. So these are the items that you need. So I'm gonna show you when I went looking for these items, how much those items cost, and how I put them together.
You can find these materials at your local hardware stores like Home Depot or Lowe's. And for the glass, this is a plastic, you can find any thickness, and I'm choosing this one for my project. And you can find a different way to secure this on a desk. So I'm gonna try this leg stands, and I'm gonna use these clips here for the LED. These are fairly inexpensive. For the glass, again, you can find a different size and thickness. I believe I'm selecting the one for $39.98. But if you go with the thicker one, that would become quickly more expensive. So these are the three items I have so far. A piece of plastic so I can write on, and I'm gonna give these stands a try, see how stable that would be. And this would be for my LED lights that I need around my board. You can also use a smaller board, as smaller as 10" by 24 inches, but make sure that you select the one with least scratch on it. Usually you see a plastic cover on top of these to prevent from scratching, but you definitely want to look for the one with least scratch. And I see some scratches if you look carefully here on this, but if I take the plastic out, that might be less apparent. So these are the things that you want to keep in mind when you select your GlassBoard. This is really a plastic. Okay, with the tax, these 3 items is $63.25. And this is a little bigger setup that can be placed on top of the table. Same idea. So this is how the GlassBoard would look like behind the camera when you set up the lights and the stands. So this is what it looks like when the lights are on behind me. Now let's take a look at my first lecture using the GlassBoard. Okay, here we want to write an equation of the line perpendicular to y is equal to 2x plus 3 and passing through point -4 and -1. So this is a reference line that we have, y is equal to 2x plus 3. If my line is perpendicular to this, the slope of my line would be negative and reciprocal of the slope of this reference line. Since this is given to me in the form of y is equal to mx plus b, I can quickly find the slope of the reference line, which is equal to 2. Now, keep in mind that if this equation was not in this form, then we had to solve for y to get it to this form, and the coefficient of x would be the slope. So I know the slope of the reference line is equal to 2. Since 2 lines are perpendicular, the slope of the line that I'm looking for is negative and reciprocal of this, so it would be -1/2. If instead of perpendicular I had parallel, then the slope would be exactly the same. The slope of my line would be also 2. So now I can use point slope formula or slope intercept formula to write the equation of the line. I prefer to use y is equal to mx plus b, because I can treat this given point as point P, and this would be my x and this would be my y. So I'm going to substitute for each y -1, and now I know my slope is -1/2. My x is -4 or -4/1. Then I can quickly solve for b. So here I would have -1 is equal to -1/2 times -4 would be 2. So if I subtract 2 from each side of the equation, then I can find my y-intercept, or b is equal to -3. So I'm done. So the equation of the line that is perpendicular to this reference line and passing through point -4 and -1 would be y is equal to, my slope is -1/2 x plus, now I know my b is -3, so it would be y is equal to -1/2 x minus 3.